In the most remote land of Russia, husbands maintain the tradition of allowing their wives to serve strangers all night. Renowned as the largest country in the world, with an area exceeding 17 million square kilometers, Russia harbors remote regions that few know about. Today, our journey will take us to CHUKATKA, the easternmost point of Russia, brimming with fascinating secrets waiting to be discovered. President Putin once asserted, "The future of Russia lies here." CHUKATKA not only possesses vast gold reserves, but is also home to unique tribes with distinct indigenous cultures. Most notably, there is a custom where husbands allow their wives to sleep with guests or rent out their wives to show hospitality. Join me as we explore the 15 strangest facts about CHUKATKA. Before we begin though, if you could hit that subscribe button, it would mean the world to us. Your subscription helps the channel in producing this content that requires days of hard work. Thank you, and now let's begin. Number 1. The custom of women sleeping with strangers. In the remote regions of CHUKATKA and Alaska, a unique custom exists where Eskimo women, with their husbands' consent, sleep with strangers as a sign of hospitality. These women, known for their tan skin and strength, are often the breadwinners of their families. Eskimo men believe their women are the best, which is why they rarely marry outside their ethnicity. In Eskimo life, relationships between men and women hold significant importance, especially during the harsh winter, which lasts up to 8 months. This custom, dating back to ancient times and still practiced today, is driven not by lust, but by the necessity of survival in tough natural conditions. Women often bear many children, though not all survive, and sharing wives with other men is a common practice among Eskimos. Historically, Eskimos had a tradition of short-term wife rental. When a man from one tribe went hunting, he had the right to take along a wife introduced to him for the hunt. The Eskimo woman would fulfill domestic duties and meet the man's needs passionately. Among Eskimos, sharing wives is considered a sign of respect, and refusing such an offer is seen as disrespectful to the husband and his family. Widows are even more encouraged to sleep with strangers, and if they become pregnant after sleeping with a guest, the entire village celebrates. This unusual practice helps address the challenges of a closed community, where children born from incestuous relationships often face health problems. Additionally, raising a child to adulthood in harsh weather conditions is extremely challenging. Eskimos have a relaxed attitude towards sexual relations. Women of all ages, social statuses, and appearances receive affection from many men, and the concept of virginity is non-existent. A virgin woman simply means she hasn't yet been with a man. Eskimos do not pry into others' private affairs or gossip. Therefore, the more children a woman bears, the greater the joy for everyone. What do you think of this custom? Share your thoughts below. Number 2. Women are stronger than men and body piercings are common. Among some Native American tribes in North America, women have adorned themselves with piercings through their noses, lips, and even cheeks since ancient times. Traditional northern jewelry, called labret, is made from animal bones and stone. In 2016, archaeologist Danila Lenko found 2 small stone cats in the Timir region used as cheek and lip ornaments. Similar jewelry has also been discovered in Kamchatka. In the first half of the 20th century, visitors noted the custom of Eskimo women wearing hats made of mammoth or walrus fur. For centuries, Eskimos have lived under harsh conditions, which has shaped their resilient attitude towards women. Both Asian and American Eskimo men always choose strong, resilient women to marry. Thin and weak Eskimo women rarely have good marriages and often work on farms. Eskimo stories and legends often feature strong women who can move sleds with one hand, carry spears, and hunt polar bears or walruses. In Eskimo families, women are often taller and stronger than men, which is considered normal since they do most of the heavy work while the husbands hunt, fish, and trade. What do you think about the remarkable women of CHUKATKA? Share your thoughts below. Number 3. Refusing a guest is forbidden. The Chukchi people have thrived in the tundra since pre-Christian times, proudly calling themselves Lareti, which means honest people. Unlike other indigenous groups in Siberia, they were never subdued by military forces in the 17th century. It wasn't until the 1930s that they joined state-run economic collectives, leading to significant changes in their lifestyle and culture. Renowned for their generosity and kindness, the Chukchi live on the CHUKATKA Peninsula, the least populated region in Russia. In the 16th century, nomadic tribes arrived in CHUKATKA to herd reindeer, living primarily on the barren plains. Later, the Chukchi turned to the sea and took up fishing. Visitors to this land in the fall can participate in bustling markets where natural products are traded. Seafood and seaweed are exchanged for fur coats, sausages, and vegetables from the mainland. In CHUKATKA, indigenous people make up only about 1/4 of the population. The rest are newcomers who chose to stay despite the harsh climate and challenging living conditions. Community members rely on and support each other, a deeply ingrained tradition in CHUKATKA. A key aspect of their culture is the unwavering hospitality known as Kanga, which means to never refuse a guest. This tradition reflects the region's strong community bonds and harsh environment, where mutual support is essential for survival. When guests arrive, they are warmly welcomed and provided with food, shelter, and warmth without hesitation. This practice is not only a sign of respect and generosity, but also a crucial aspect of life in CHUKATKA, where isolated and challenging conditions make such customs vital for promoting trust and cooperation among community members. The unwavering hospitality of the Chukchi people is a testament to their resilience and solidarity, ensuring that everyone feels valued and cared for in their time of need. The community takes care of orphans, widows, and the poor, as stinginess and selfishness are considered the worst traits in Chukchi culture. Refusing help is taboo, reinforcing the importance of generosity and support in maintaining the well-being of their society. What do you think about the remarkable traditions of the Chukchi people? Share your thoughts below. Number 4. Tattoo culture. In CHUKATKA today, it's uncommon to see Eskimo women adorned with traditional tattoos. Yet, 50 to 70 years ago, these tattoos were prized symbols of beauty and familial happiness. Anthropologist Sergei Rudenko, in his study Tattoo of the Asian Eskimo, observed that by 1945, most women bore tattoos on their bodies and faces, enhancing their attractiveness to men. Girls were typically tattooed before marriage, and finding a suitable partner without them was challenging. Despite the painful process, involving a soot-covered thread drawn under the skin, women endured it for the sake of beauty. CHUKATKA's Eskimo women frequently had striped tattoos on their chins, foreheads, and cheeks, with more elaborate designs such as ovals, V-shaped whale tails, and tridents. Today, these traditional tattoos are predominantly seen on older women in some parts of CHUKATKA. The younger generation of Eskimo women has largely abandoned these ancient practices, choosing instead modern tattoo styles that align with global youth culture. So, what makes this land so special? Let's uncover its hidden treasures. CHUKATKA is a region rich in fascinating secrets, waiting to be explored. Its unique cultural heritage and stunning natural landscapes offer a rare glimpse into the resilient and vibrant lives of its people. Join us as we delve into the captivating traditions and breathtaking beauty of this remote area, and discover why it continues to intrigue and inspire all who visit. Number 5. The most remote place in entire Russia. CHUKATKA, the easternmost point of Russia, is the most remote part of this vast country, teeming with fascinating wonders. From enormous gold mines to tribes that are both fierce and friendly with unique cultural practices, this land is a treasure trove of surprises. President Putin once declared, "The future of Russia lies here," and CHUKATKA certainly lives up to that promise. Located in the far northeast of Russia, CHUKATKA is an autonomous region spanning 737,000 square kilometers, with a population of just over 50,000 people. It borders the Republic of Sakha to the west, Magadan Oblast to the southwest, and Kamchatka to the south. Notably, locals can travel freely to Alaska without a visa, as it's only 86 kilometers across the Bering Strait. Most of CHUKATKA is covered by a low plateau with an average elevation of 600 to 1,000 meters, featuring rugged peaks and sharp hills. Known as the land of the tundras, much of its area is permanently frozen. Winter here lasts 10 months, transforming the peninsula into an icy wonderland. However, the short summer in CHUKATKA bursts with vibrant vegetation and rare animals. CHUKATKA boasts a rich network of rivers and lakes that play a crucial role in the lives of its residents. It is home to various ethnic groups, including Russians, Chukchi, Yukagir, and Koryak. Each group has its own cultural identity, reflected in their language, clothing, cuisine, and customs. Visitors to CHUKATKA can immerse themselves in the unique cultures of the indigenous peoples, participate in traditional festivals, and savor local delicacies. With its pristine beauty, vast potential, and rich culture, CHUKATKA promises to become an attractive destination for both domestic and international tourists. Come to CHUKATKA to uncover its fascinating secrets and create unforgettable memories. Number 6. The Chukchi people heal from nature. The Chukchi people harness the healing power of nature. Alongside their exceptional reindeer herding skills, they possess a rich knowledge of traditional medicine passed down through generations. This medical practice relies on natural remedies, utilizing herbs, plants, and animals from their environment. The Chukchi have a deep belief in nature's healing powers, spending considerable time gathering and studying herbs and plants to learn how to use them to treat various ailments. Their medical knowledge, derived from practical experience and oral tradition, forms a valuable repository of traditional wisdom. They commonly use medicinal herbs and plants from the tundra for their healing properties. For example, lichen is used to treat coughs and colds, while blueberries are used for diarrhea. Animal fat, especially reindeer fat, is applied to the skin to treat wounds, burns, and dermatological issues. Acupuncture techniques are employed to address pain, inflammation, and other health problems. Today, traditional Chukchi medicine remains vital in their lives. Many Chukchi still trust and use these natural treatments for themselves and their families. The unique and effective tradition of Chukchi medicine is also gaining international recognition and appreciation. How are you liking these interesting facts about Chukchi people so far? If you could very kindly spare 10 seconds to hit that subscribe button, we would hugely appreciate this. In response to your subscription, we promise we will deliver even better content in the future. Number 7. Sparse population. Often described as the land's end, CHUKATKA is known for its harsh climate, rugged terrain, and sparse population. Yet, beneath its permafrost, it holds enormous gold reserves and valuable mineral resources, attracting both investors and tourists. The region's forests are sparse, primarily consisting of small birches and coniferous trees, while its tundra vegetation includes mosses, lichen, and shrubs like blueberries. The symbolic flower of CHUKATKA is the lingonberry flower. CHUKATKA's climate is influenced by 2 oceans and complex atmospheric circulation, leading to many sunless days and the highest number of storms in Russia. The first inhabitants were Paleo-Siberian hunters from Central and East Asia, and today, CHUKATKA is home to many indigenous peoples such as the Chukchi, Yukagir, and Koryak. During the Soviet era, the area underwent significant collectivization and resettlement. CHUKATKA has great potential for developing ecotourism and adventure tourism. For instance, Roman Abramovich, a Russian oligarch and former governor of CHUKATKA from 2001 to 2008, invested billions in infrastructure, education, and housing, boosting the local economy. With the lowest population density in Russia, only 0.03 people per square kilometer, CHUKATKA is home to rare wildlife species such as polar bears, reindeer, Arctic foxes, and seals. The region also hosts many unique traditional festivals of the indigenous peoples, celebrating its rich cultural heritage. Number 8. A mind-blowing counting system. The Chukchi people's vigesimal, base 20, counting system is a remarkable example of how numerical methods can shape a culture. Unlike the base 10 system used in most of the world, the Chukchi use a base 20 system, grouping numbers in sets of 20. This unique approach is more than just a numerical curiosity. It's a vibrant reflection of their culture and way of life. For the Chukchi, this system means numbers are grouped in sets of 20, facilitating tasks like managing reindeer herds with exceptional precision. For instance, if you have a herd of 100 reindeer, you'd count them in groups of 20, making it easier to keep track without getting overwhelmed. This vigesimal system extends beyond mere counting. It influences storytelling, traditional games, and rituals. For example, Chukchi games often involve counting in groups of 20, whether tracking scores or rounds. Their traditional calendar systems and rituals also emphasize the significance of the number 20. The Chukchi use creative names for numbers, such as 220s 440 and 320s 460. In education, Chukchi schools incorporate the vigesimal system into their mathematics curricula. Students learn to count and perform arithmetic operations in base 20, which reinforces their traditional numerical understanding. In markets, the vigesimal system is integral to traditional Chukchi transactions. Goods are often counted and priced in multiples of 20, such as bundles of reindeer, fish, or other items. This system streamlines trade by providing a consistent framework for counting and exchanging goods, making transactions more efficient. In administration, the vigesimal system is used in managing resources and organizing community affairs, whether budgeting, distributing supplies, or scheduling events. Officials often rely on base 20 for record-keeping and planning. This method helps maintain clarity and efficiency in managing communal tasks. Overall, the vigesimal system exemplifies how a unique approach to numbers can profoundly influence a culture. Number 9. The Chukchi reindeer are masters of herding and tradition. Reindeer herding is more than a livelihood for the Chukchi. It's a way of life that deeply interweaves with their culture, spirituality, and daily practices. This exceptional relationship with reindeer is reflected in various aspects of Chukchi life, showcasing their innovative techniques and profound bond with these animals. The Chukchi's reindeer herding techniques are highly sophisticated. One notable method involves using sledges, or sani, which are drawn by reindeer and are essential for transportation across the snow-covered tundra. These sledges are crafted from wood and reindeer antlers, demonstrating the Chukchi's skill in using available resources. Sledges are not just for travel. They play a crucial role in herding, allowing herders to move quickly and efficiently across large areas. Reindeer are central to many Chukchi traditions and rituals. For example, the Yakiak festival, which celebrates the arrival of summer, involves intricate ceremonies where reindeer are adorned with decorative gear, including colorful beads and bells. These ceremonies often include a symbolic ritual where reindeer are led in a ceremonial parade, reflecting their importance in marking seasonal changes and reinforcing the bond between the Chukchi and their reindeer. Traditional Chukchi sports also highlight their herding skills. In reindeer racing, herders use specially designed sleds to race across snowy terrains. These races are not only competitive, but also serve as a demonstration of the herder's ability to handle reindeer in challenging conditions. The Chukchi employ innovative herd management techniques to ensure the well-being of their animals. For instance, during the harsh winter months, herders use a method called corralling, where reindeer are gathered into enclosed areas to protect them from predators and extreme weather. These corrals are often built using natural materials like branches and are strategically placed to provide shelter and safety. Education and knowledge transfer about reindeer herding are central to Chukchi culture. Young herders learn from their elders through hands-on experience and storytelling. In modern times, the Chukchi have adapted their traditional practices to incorporate contemporary economic opportunities. Reindeer herding remains a central aspect of their economy, but many Chukchi also engage in ecotourism. They offer visitors the chance to experience traditional herding practices, providing additional income and raising awareness about Chukchi culture and the importance of sustainable herding practices. Number 10. Surviving the extreme harshest cold. The Chukchi people inhabit a realm of extreme cold where temperatures can plunge to an astonishing -50 degrees Celsius. This environment, marked by unrelenting cold and darkness, has driven the Chukchi to develop extraordinary survival strategies and cultural practices that are as fascinating as they are unique. One remarkable adaptation is their clothing. Chukchi parkas are constructed from the hides of reindeer and seal, meticulously layered to trap heat. Incredibly, these garments can remain functional even in temperatures that would freeze most materials solid. During traditional celebrations, the Chukchi wear garments adorned with intricate beadwork and embroidery, blending practicality with cultural artistry. For example, during the annual Reindeer Festival, men and women don elaborately decorated fur coats, demonstrating both their resilience and their vibrant cultural heritage. The Chukchi diet is another testament to their adaptability. Their staple foods, such as reindeer meat, fish, and seal, are prepared using traditional methods like drying, smoking, and fermenting. One intriguing aspect is their use of a unique fermentation technique for making muktu, a type of fermented seal meat. This process, which involves burying the meat in the ground for months, produces a delicacy that is both nutrient-rich and highly valued. During harsh winters, the Chukchi might eat muktu for its high caloric content, which provides essential energy and warmth. The Chukchi's cultural practices are deeply intertwined with their environment. One astonishing story is that of the otter hunters, a group renowned for their ability to track otters through the snow. They use intricate tracking techniques that involve reading subtle signs in the snow, such as slight depressions or changes in ice texture. This skill is so precise that it was once used to track an elusive otter that had evaded capture for months, highlighting the Chukchi's extraordinary knowledge of their surroundings. Socially, The Chukchi have a fascinating practice known as the Festival of the Midnight Sun. Despite the perpetual darkness of winter, this festival is a celebration of light and community. It features traditional games, storytelling, and feasting, and is held during the brief period when the sun briefly returns to the sky in late winter. Furthermore, the Chukchi's use of the Koryak sled, a traditional sled designed to traverse the snowy landscape, showcases their ingenuity. These sleds are built to handle the deep snow and icy terrain, with some designs featuring intricate carvings that serve both functional and decorative purposes. The sleds are so well adapted to the environment that they have been used successfully in expeditions and rescue missions across the tundra. Number 11. The Urangas. The Chukchi people's traditional homes, known as Urangas, are much more than mere shelters. They are masterpieces of Arctic architecture and cultural heritage. These tent-like structures are crafted from reindeer hides, which are chosen for their exceptional insulating properties. During the winter months, the warmth inside a Uranga can be a stark contrast to the bone-chilling temperatures outside. One fascinating fact about Urangas is their ability to adapt to the extreme Arctic conditions. The outer layer of a Uranga is often covered in layers of reindeer fur, which are meticulously treated to repel wind and moisture. This fur is typically replaced seasonally, ensuring the structure remains effective at insulating against the cold. In addition to their insulating properties, the structure's shape, a domed or conical design, helps it withstand the heavy snow and ice common in CHUKATKA. The sloping roof allows snow to slide off rather than accumulate, preventing potential collapses. The internal layout of a Uranga is designed with remarkable efficiency. The central hearth, or fire pit, is essential for providing warmth and cooking food. The heat from the fire rises and radiates throughout the interior, keeping the space comfortable even in the coldest temperatures. Traditional Urangas are also equipped with a ventilation system to manage smoke and ensure air circulation, a crucial feature given the confined space. A striking example of the Uranga's significance can be seen in the Chukchi's annual festivals and rituals. During celebrations, the Uranga transforms into a vibrant communal space. For instance, during the Reindeer Herting festivals, the Uranga serves as a gathering point for storytelling, music, and traditional dances. These events highlight the Uranga's role as a cultural hub where community bonds are strengthened and traditions are preserved. In recent years, the Uranga has also garnered attention from environmentalists and architects for its sustainable design. Researchers studying traditional Arctic architecture have noted that the Uranga's construction methods are remarkably eco-friendly. The use of natural materials and the efficiency of the design minimize environmental impact, aligning with modern principles of sustainability and conservation. Despite advancements in modern housing, many Chukchi continue to use Urangas due to their practicality and cultural significance. Number 12. Gold Rush in the Frozen Frontier. CHUKATKA, Russia's wild frontier, is not just remote but also incredibly rich in natural treasures. This harsh and frozen land hides some of the world's most lucrative gold deposits, turning it into a treasure trove for mining giants and a magnet for adventure-seeking investors. At the heart of CHUKATKA's mineral riches is the Kupol mine, a gold mining marvel that operates in one of the coldest places on Earth. The Kupol mine, operated by Kinross Gold, is not just notable for its sheer scale, but for its state-of-the-art technology designed to withstand the brutal cold. It's a spectacle of modern mining, where innovation meets extremity. The gold extracted here is so pure and abundant that it's crucial to global supply chains, making Kupol the key player in the world's gold market. CHUKATKA is also a hotspot for silver, lead, and zinc, with rich veins of these metals adding to the allure of this icy expanse. Take the legendary Berengovsky port, for instance. Originally designed to handle coal, it now plays a pivotal role in exporting CHUKATKA's precious minerals. This port, located in a desolate stretch of coastline, is an engineering feat in its own right, making the harsh environment somewhat more navigable. The region's extreme climate has fostered incredible technological innovations. Specialized machinery, designed to operate in temperatures that could freeze most engines solid, has become a symbol of how humanity can adapt to even the most unyielding environments. It's a high-stakes game of survival and extraction, where every day presents new challenges and triumphs. Mining in CHUKATKA has also breathed new life into the local economy. The development of mining towns like Bilibino showcases a dramatic transformation from isolated outposts to bustling hubs of activity. The influx of investment has not only improved infrastructure, such as roads and airports, but also brought significant improvements in local healthcare, education, and public services. The local communities are experiencing a renaissance, fueled by the wealth beneath their feet. This relentless pursuit of gold and other valuable resources underlines CHUKATKA's role as a key player in the global mineral market. Number 13. A festive tapestry of tradition. The Chukchi people's cultural pride shines through in their rich heritage and unique way of life. Their traditions, such as the vibrant Mimu dance performed in elaborate costumes, showcase a deep connection to spiritual and historical narratives. The practical yet symbolic CHUKOTKA, crafted from reindeer hides, reflects their resilience and cultural identity. Chukchi art, especially masks used in spiritual ceremonies, highlights their deep spiritual connections. Festivals like the Yamak Festival celebrate community spirit, featuring reindeer races and traditional games. The preservation of the Chukchi language through oral traditions, storytelling, and rituals like the Moral Festival is vital for maintaining their cultural identity. Overall, the Chukchi's artistry, tradition, and spirituality continue to thrive, offering a vibrant glimpse into their resilient heritage. Number 14. Unbreakable bonds. The Chukchi people's remarkable sense of community is a vital element for survival in their harsh tundra environment. The Chukchi rely on an extraordinary level of mutual support and cooperation. This is not just about surviving, it's about thriving together despite the odds. In the Chukchi community, the concept of everyone is family is more than a saying. It's a way of life. For instance, during a brutal winter storm, entire communities band together to share resources, provide warmth, and ensure no one is left in peril. In one notable case, a village facing a severe blizzard saw neighboring communities come together to provide extra reindeer meat and firewood, ensuring that no household went without essential supplies. This solidarity extends beyond immediate family to include neighbors and friends, creating a web of support that can be relied upon in times of need. One fascinating tradition is the communal reindeer herding parties. These are not just practical endeavors, they are social events where the whole community comes together. Festivals and rituals are also infused with this communal spirit. For instance, the annual reindeer festivals see the Chukchi engaging in communal feasting, storytelling, and traditional games, all of which strengthen community ties. During these festivals, families gather to prepare a massive communal feast of reindeer meat and fish. Storytelling sessions are held around the fire, where elders recount ancient tales that reinforce cultural values and history. These events are not just about celebration. They are a way to reinforce social bonds and ensure that everyone feels connected and valued. In everyday life, this communal support system is apparent in how Chukchi families manage their homes and resources. For example, when a family suffers a loss, such as the death of a reindeer, which is their main source of transportation and sustenance, neighboring families often come to their aid. In one instance, when a family faced a challenging winter after their herd was depleted, other members of the community contributed reindeer meat and firewood, ensuring they could survive the season. It's common for households to come together to prepare for the harsh winter months, sharing supplies and skills to ensure everyone has what they need. When a family faces hardships, the entire community often steps in to help, whether through sharing food, providing financial support, or simply offering a helping hand. This deep-rooted sense of community is a cornerstone of Chukchi culture, reflecting how their collective spirit helps them navigate and thrive in one of the world's most extreme environments. Number 15. The Chukchi's journey through change. The Chukchi people are navigating a complex interplay between traditional practices and modern influences, shaped by climate change and urban migration. This blend of old and new offers a fascinating glimpse into how a culture adapts while striving to preserve its essence. Climate change has had a profound impact on Chukchi life. The once predictable patterns of reindeer migration are now disrupted, forcing the Chukchi to adapt their herding techniques. For example, warmer temperatures have altered the availability of traditional grazing lands, prompting the Chukchi to develop innovative methods to track and care for their herds. This challenge has spurred the integration of modern technology, such as GPS tracking, into their traditional practices, allowing them to better manage their herds in a changing environment. Urban migration, particularly among younger generations, has introduced new dynamics into Chukchi society. Many young Chukchi move to cities for education and employment, leading to a cultural exchange that blends traditional values with modern lifestyles. In urban settings, Chukchi youth maintain their cultural heritage by participating in cultural festivals and events, while also embracing contemporary trends and opportunities. This migration has created a vibrant cultural exchange, with urban Chukchi actively contributing to and preserving their traditions while adapting to modern life. Despite these shifts, traditional practices continue to hold a significant place in Chukchi culture. For instance, traditional festivals like the annual Reindeer Festival still feature communal activities and rituals that reinforce cultural ties. However, these festivals now often include modern elements, such as contemporary music and technology, reflecting the evolving nature of Chukchi identity. The Chukchi are also finding creative ways to integrate modern conveniences into their traditional lifestyle. Innovations in transportation and communication have improved access to resources and connectivity while allowing the Chukchi to maintain their traditional practices. For example, while many Chukchi still live in traditional yarangas, modern adaptations like insulated materials and solar panels are being used to enhance comfort and sustainability. This evolving balance between tradition and modernity underscores the Chukchi's resilience and adaptability. They are effectively navigating the challenges posed by climate change and urban migration, finding ways to honor their heritage while embracing the opportunities of the modern world. As we conclude our exploration of Chukchi culture, we've seen how tradition and modernity blend in remarkable ways. From their unique counting system and resilient community bonds to their ability to thrive in one of Earth's harshest climates, the Chukchi embody a fascinating mix of heritage and innovation. Their strength and adaptability are truly inspiring. If you enjoyed this journey, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more captivating stories from around the world.